Hello guys, welcome back, it's me Taz, and we're gonna be going through a complete review and analysis of the Young All-For-One that will be coming to mhur season 30. It does release in around, I believe, 3 to 4 weeks, but of course we leaked him. We have an early version of AFL, his animations, his abilities, and his model. So we're gonna go through all of his abilities today. I'm gonna break them down, let you know how I feel about them. If you lot do enjoy and you want to see an Hawks breakdown and analysis, then let me know in the comments down below. Leave a like on the video if you lot enjoy, and let me know, do you lot think this AFL quirk set is overpowered, or battle style I should say, sorry. But anyways, that is enough of me yapping. Let's get on into the alpha and special to start with. So for his special action, it has two different quirks. The first one being flight command, which you're seeing now. You can use a dash while in midair to fly around. It doesn't last too long, however right now the current version of this build I'm using, the flight ammo count does not actually get taken away from the special action, because special action isn't actually in the game yet, and this is one of the first specials I guess to have two different abilities. I guess you could say characters like All Might have them too, but this is a lot different. Another way that we can use his special action is Phantom Strike. Seals the special action of opponents you hit for a limited time, and this ability can go through walls and hit opponents on the other side. If you do not use your flying special, you can get around 3 special actions of a Phantom Strike out. I would say that this is Young All-For-One's most important ability, especially in team play and endgame. There are defo support characters definitely going to be avoiding Young All-For-Ones at all costs, because if their special is taken away, then they aren't going to be able to revive their team, and that makes All-For-One a serious threat in endgame, bro. He's really dangerous in endgame, especially when you pair things like the beta and gamma together, as that has insane AoE, but we're gonna get on into that later. Let's talk more about the alpha now. I believe the name is Thunder Sepulture. I might be pronouncing it wrong. Basically does look like Impure Beam, though this does have an explosion after the impact, so it does do 2 sets of damage here. At level 9 you have an ammo count of 8, and both explosions, or both values of damage, have a down power of 100, so you can probably get 2 to 3 off before hard knocking down your opponent. I don't really have much to say about the alpha, as it does feel like any other alpha in mhur, and it does feel like how it should, if that makes sense. Something similar to a projectile that you could throw out a good amount of times, get some chip damage on your opponents, and then your beta and gamma doing more damage, and of course having a less ammo count too. But anyways, let's get on into the other abilities. Okay, so for the beta and gamma, we're going to be covering both at the same time here. The beta, Meteor Annihilation, drop dark balls in a straight line ahead. They cause small explosions at the point of impact. Now I must say I had a lot of fun playing with the beta and gamma. Definitely unique, something I feel like we haven't had before in mhur. Yeah, the beta does, I guess, kind of look similar to Assault Chaco's gamma, the formation of it, but it does still feel a lot different. As you saw on screen as well, you can use this in 2 different ways. You can tap it and it will release in a straight line, releasing multiple dark balls, or if you hold it down you do get one really large one, and the AoE is enormous. And another thing too, it goes through buildings, so it will always hit the floor. And some tech we learned that if you are let's say at the top of UA and the dark ball is coming down to the floor, as it comes past you or as it goes through you, you will get tick damage of 5 ticks per second, I believe, or 5 damage per tick basically. Doesn't do too much, but it is still damage, and then it's just the last impact that does the big 250-ish damage, bro, which is again way too much damage in my opinion. But therefore ain't complaining. This is why AFL feels fun, because you can get away with things like this, and it's so unfair, bro. If you do use the charged beta, it does take both ammo counts, but as I said, both ammo counts, so you do have 2 ammo counts here for the beta. I did find myself struggling sometimes to get the last initial impact of the beta on my opponents here. Sometimes it just wouldn't work, and it would just only do 5 damage. I do hope that that is something the developers plan to fix, obviously, before his release, as we can see there as well. I'm pretty sure at some point on screen right now you're gonna see me doing 10 damage there on the last impact. For the gamma, Divine Judgment, you can float in midair, jump to rise, and crouch to descend. Charge your energy in your wings, then release it in a wide blast forward. Dodge to cancel the move, consuming a set amount of ammo. So this is a percentage based ability, and as it does charge up, you see your percent go down lower and lower and lower, and once it hits 0, it's kind of like Strike Dabi's gamma, I guess. When it hits 0%, it does have one big explosion at the end, and I can say that it is a lot more scarier and a lot more dangerous then strike Dabi's gamma. You lot can definitely see it right now. It is so broken. One thing though, that this ability does not go through walls, which I think is defo needed, because the beta being able to go through walls is already overpowered enough in my opinion. And I don't know how to feel about this gamma ability, because when you are in the air, I feel like you're very punishable. If you do get hit once, your gamma ability does cancel and then you have to wait for it to recharge. The movement is faster than Nejire. I would say maybe a little bit slower than Endeavor when he's dashing in the air, but with the body size being 4 as well, you're just a really big target in the air. It's not really a good place to be in endgame, to stay in the air. However, AFO, he does have his set to be built around staying in the air, I feel like. So I'm not too sure. You know, this is still an early version of my like analysis and breakdown of AFO, and I know there are 200 billion players better than me at this game, bro. So once he is officially out, there might be some slight changes in how to play him and what to level up first, and you know, just some tech for AFO. So when it comes to the end of AFO and my analysis, where would I place him on a tier list? I feel like he does sit in the S tier position right now, but he is gonna slowly fall down as time goes on and as people understand how to counter and fight against him. As I said, this guy is a serious threat to every single support and to teams with themselves, like team metas. He can break them down, unlike Aizawa where he has to be constantly looking at you. You can run away and you still won't be able to use your ability. Will you guys be rolling for all for one? Let me know down in the comments below. I hope you lot enjoyed my analysis and breakdown of AFO. Make sure you guys are subscribed, and I will drop a Hawks analysis soon. But that is it for today, guys. I hope you lot enjoyed. Have a good rest of the day. It's been Taz, and I will catch you lot tomorrow.